Hello, I hope you are all well. Today's starting a new reading vlog. Hopefully I will actually finish this one and we will get to the end of a reading vlog and get a decent week's reading in. As you can see from the title down below, this is the reading vlog for the final book support group Readathon this week, but also for Orilium Gear Up, which is the mini magical readathon hosted by G from Book Roast. So I'm very excited. I have managed to combine some of my books, so I'm really hyped for both of these. And I wanted to start this off. It is Sunday evening, the readathon hasn't started yet, but I wanted to start the vlog off, let you know when I'm planning on reading for the week and what prompts they fulfill for the mini magical readathon, and you know, just let you know what's going on. So for the mini magical readathon, I am part of the Order of the Crescent. I did my whole, you know, questionnaire thing. I went through the whole process. I am part of the Order of the Crescent. I am an Iltarian and I live in Dark Meadow, fairly certain that is correct. So on that basis, I have 3 different options for like one of the areas, and then one that's not, you know, I don't have any option with it. So I have the Quarterstaff, which is a book that's part of a quartet, the Bow, which has the word hunt in the book title, series or author's name, and also the Trident, which is book part of a trilogy. So I do have some that complete all of those. So I could actually, no, not all of them, 2 of them. And then the final one that I have is to pick an animal familiar and try to read a book that has it on the cover, in the title or in the story. If entirely too difficult, try and find one with as close as possible alternative as you can. So for the Order of the Crescent, for the first part, I'm either going to go for the Quarterstaff. I actually could complete both the Quarterstaff and the Trident, which is to read a book either in a quartet or a book in a trilogy. So in the trilogy, I have A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer, which is on my Bookopoly TBR and is the 3rd and final book in the Cursebreaker series. So I have this one as an option. I really would like to finish this series, get through this book this week. It's not that long, so I am hoping to do that. It's just over 400 pages and it would complete a series, and it would also get me the Trident, because it's a book in a trilogy. So there is that one. Then I also have Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, which is the 2nd book in a quartet. It's at least a quartet for the time being anyway. I don't know if there's going to be another book, because the 4th book, Running Wild, has just come out. So I don't know if K.A. Tucker is planning on another book in this series. But at the time of reading, it is a quartet. So this is the 2nd book in a quartet. Doesn't say that I need to finish the quartet, just a book in a quartet. So this could get me the Quarterstaff. And although it's not the final book in a series, it is continuing a series. So this one will be, as far as the final book support group is concerned, continuation station. You can see I do have a bookmark in here at page 45. So I have started it. Would really love to binge this series this week, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So to at least get through this one would be great. So that's also on here for this week. And then I also have, for the animal familiar, I do have the Tea Dragon Tapestry by Kay O'Neill, and this one has dragons in it. So we're going to go for dragon for my animal familiar, not specifically a tea dragon, but for a dragon for my animal familiar. So that works for that prompt, and this is the 3rd and so far final graphic novel in this series as well. So that's finishing off a series, another series for final book support group. And then the other books that I have on here for my TBR, I do have The Witcher, The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski, and this is the 1st book in the Witcher series. I have read this before, I'm rereading it. This is the illustrated edition and I have been reading it for a hot minute now. I'm 114 pages in. I would like to finish this week so that it's done and dusted. It's not on my Bookopoly TBR, but I would like to finish it off. It's the 1st in a series, so I am, you know, starting a new series, but I would like to continue this series. I've been meaning to continue on with it, so I would like to finish this off. So this, it counts, whatever. And then I have the second book in the Him series by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. This is Us, which will finish the series off, but I then do have book 2.5, which is like a really tiny novella epic. So I would like to read both of these this week as well. So my TBR is looking pretty hefty considering I haven't been reading. I've been reading one book a week for the last few weeks. Which has been a struggle. So this is what my TBR looks like. It's pretty hefty, but what I'm really happy about is that there's a graphic novel on there, there's 2 romances, and then there is the YA fantasy and then an adult fantasy, which I've already read before. It's a reread for me. So I'm really happy about this TBR. I do have good feelings about this TBR, and I am hoping that I will be able to smash it out. There is the 24-hour readathon on the weekend as well for the final book support group, which is a new thing since Jess asked in Patreon sprints the other day. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the whole thing will be sprinting as well. So I won't be doing the sprinting the whole time. I'm doing the sprinting for the most part, but Pris is taking a good chunk of it out for me, which is awesome. So thank you a lot to Pris for that. I'm already going to thank you now. No doubt I'll thank you at the end of the video as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to get some reading done. I'm also really happy about this TBR because I'm already part way through 2 of the books, although not a great deal into this one. I am part way through them both. So yeah, and I'm excited that I've been able to combine my books and complete prompts for the mini magical readathon as well. So very excited indeed. It's going to be a busy week. I've got a lot going on with home life and family life and stuff like that, and then just in general busy with the final book support group and the shop as well. We just had a second drop on the shop with Daisy and B, and a second drop with final book support group stuff as well, and we sold out of Daisy and B today. So it's going to be a busy week, but I'm hoping that these books will keep me company for the week and it's going to be a good time. So I'm going to go because I'm about to start Drive to Survive season 4 with Pris, and I'm really excited. This will be the perfect way for me to wind down from what's been, I was going to say a busy weekend. It's kind of not. I haven't done a great deal. It's been super relaxing actually. A very fun weekend. I've had a really nice time. My brother, his wife and son came round. Matt, Tara and Thomas came round for tea, and Andy came round as well, and it was just really chill. Very chill weekend. We had a really nice weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, I got my nails done as well. Do you want to see? Because I know you guys like to be updated on my nails. I went for very glittery blue this time. I'm also thinking about getting these ones redone for Tunisia. We'll see, because I feel like they'll look really nice with a tan. Not that I tan, because I am a pale Gale. But anywho, I'm gonna go get myself ready for Drive to Survive because I'm really freaking hyped about watching it, and I will check back in with you tomorrow when the readathon starts officially. Tuesday. I haven't updated you yet on this reading vlog. However, I have been doing a bit of reading. I've not been feeling too well today, so I haven't been in work today, but I've done a bit of reading today. I did a shit ton last night with sprints, and it's reasonably early. Oh well, I say that, it's 10:05, but I slept for a good chunk of the afternoon today, so I'm hoping I still get to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. But I have been watching Power this evening because I just needed something easy to watch. Ambulance. I have been reading Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, which is the second in the Simple Wild series, and I'm currently on page 278. So I don't anticipate finishing this tonight, but maybe not tomorrow either, but maybe Thursday. I am hosting sprints on Thursday, so I'm hoping to finish it then. My TBR, other than that, I haven't read anything else. So my TBR is still looking a little bit hefty. Last night, I managed to read so much of this that I actually thought that I would be able to smash through this TBR, but I'm doubting myself again now because I'm not too well and I haven't finished this today, which is what I hoped would happen this evening when I got home from work, but I've not been to work because I'm not feeling very well. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully I can still get through all of these during this week. We will see what happens. But yeah, to be perfectly honest, if I finish more than one thing, I'll be happy with it because I have only finished 2 books so far in the month of March and we're on the 15th of March, so which is pretty crap. Yeah, I thought for a hot minute we were on the 16th. I don't know why I thought I'd skip today then. So yeah, which isn't great, so we'll see. But I just thought I'd give you an update. I am still really enjoying this. I do find that it's a little slower than the first one. I felt like the first one was constantly like go 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 with the romance and stuff. This one is still constant with the romance, but we're getting a lot of, I just found myself losing my patience a little bit with the pair of them. I don't want to say too much, but because I can't say too much because it's the second in the series. I do find that I'm losing my patience a little bit with the pair of them, but it's nice to kind of get a bit more story behind Alaska as a whole and also with the people that live there. I am enjoying that side of things. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's not that much left, so I don't know what's going to happen in this time period, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Still, I love Jonah. I'm completely in love with Jonah. Every time she describes him as a Viking, I'm obsessed. So yeah, I am gonna go get in bed and potentially read the Tea Dragon Tapestry, or at least start it, and probably watch another episode or 2 of Power maybe. So yeah, I will check back in with you when I have an update for you. Friday evening. It's 8:25. It's been a hot minute since I updated you yet again, but I've finished some stuff and carried on reading, which is great news. It took me a while. Yesterday, Thursday, on the sprints that I did for Final Book Support Group, I managed to finish 2 books, which is exciting. So I did finish the Tea Dragon Tapestry by Kay O'Neill, and I gave this one 5 stars. It was adorable, so cute, and such a cute end, I think, to the series. I think it's a cute end to the series. This is a graphic novel series about tea dragons and about these characters, and it's so cute. It's queer, the illustrations are beautiful, and it's a really cute, wholesome story essentially, and I love it. So 5 stars for this one, and it wraps that series up, at least for now. If Kay comes out with some more stuff, awesome. If not, I've wrapped it up and that's done and dusted. And then I also finished Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker last night. This is the second in the Simple Wild series, so not a final book, but continuation station. And I enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. If I gave out half stars, it would be 4.5. I didn't enjoy it as much as the Simple Wild. I found that sometimes I sit there and I think to myself, I really wish that they would do a next, like, continue following these characters with their relationship. And then it happens and I'm like, now I see why they don't necessarily. The whole point in this book, and I really do appreciate it for that reason, which is why it got the rating it got rather than a lower rating, did find myself getting a little bit bored on occasion. But I appreciate the fact that what it's trying to do is show you that not all relationships are perfect after they get to that point of them becoming a relationship. So they have the big argument and then they get together and then the book ends. And you're like, okay, well, what happens next? And you never find out. But in this series, you do. And what it's doing is it's basically showing you that the relationship isn't perfect. It does have its ups and downs, and, you know, it's doing that job for you. So I really appreciate that, and I think that's why it's gotten the rating it's gotten, because it is a kind of showing that. And also the relationship that Calla ends up having with Roy, who is her neighbour, I really enjoy that too, especially after everything that went down in the Simple Wild with her dad. So I'm not going to say much more than that because I don't want to spoil it, but I really did enjoy it and I gave it 4 stars. And then I dived straight into Us today. It was really quiet at work. The rest of my family were out, so it was just me on my own, and I decided to listen to some of this while Becca did some Patreon sprints this morning, and I popped them on while listening to this, and I got to page 50, and then I've just done a sprint now, my first sprint for the 24-hour readathon, and I'm now on page 127, so I'm here. It's not going to take me much longer to finish this off. I think there's like an hour and 50 minutes left of the audio, so about 3 more sprints and I should be done. So I'm hoping to finish this before I go to bed this evening, and then if at all possible I would like to read Epic before bed as well. So I am sprinting 7 till 1. And then Pris is sprinting 1 till 12, and then I'll be sprinting again 12 till 7 tomorrow. So I would like to finish these 2 before I go to bed, if at all possible. And then tomorrow my aim is to read A Vow So Bold and Deadly throughout the day. And if I can, I will pick up The Witcher and finish that off, but if not, it's fine. This is on my TBR, The Witcher isn't, so I don't want to focus on The Witcher too much. But also this is on my TBR, so I'm getting another one signed off, ticked off my TBR, which is great. This is following Wes and also Jamie, who are in the first book, him. This is the relationship that we're establishing, and again, it's following on that relationship. So this is another one of those where it could be quite boring, but I actually kind of like this one. I don't mind it, because although it's showing us the ups and downs, it's actually got a really big the whole point in it is that basically Wes is a pro NFL player, and NHL, he's a hockey player. He's a pro NHL player, and he hasn't announced publicly, it's ridiculous that this even has to be a thing, but he hasn't announced publicly that he is gay. So he's keeping his and Jamie's relationship a secret from his teammates, from the public eye entirely, and basically it's him and Jamie going through this whole situation of having to keep their relationship a secret. It's pissing Jamie off, it's pissing Wes off, but not enough for him to come out and have to publicly say that he's gay and in a relationship with a man. So this is the situation we have here, and I think it's going to be, it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. It's great to be back with these 2. These books are incredibly smutty. It's obviously male, but it's incredibly smutty, and I just really enjoy these books. I really enjoy Wes and Jamie as characters as well. I really like that we've got 2 different men narrating this book, which is great. So we do get the 2 different personalities between Wes and Jamie too. So yeah, I'm going to read both of these, I think, tonight. That's my aim anyway. So I'm going to go and get on with reading and hopefully finish these 2 this evening, and then annihilate A Vow So Bold and Deadly tomorrow. Fingers crossed, that's what I'm going to do. If I get through all of A Vow So Bold and Deadly tomorrow, and I've got a few hours left, then I'll finish The Witcher. But we'll see. My aim is just to finish A Vow So Bold and Deadly tomorrow and these this evening. So but I'll keep you posted, let you know how I'm getting on when I've got an update for you, and I'll probably do another update before I go to bed, and then update you tomorrow, I think. And then Sunday, I don't envisage that I'll read much, but if I don't get through The Witcher tomorrow, I think I'll try and finish it on Sunday before the F1, because there's the F1 at 3 o'clock, and then I have I've been saying Marvel watch along, and that's not right. We're watching Raya and the Dragons with my Patreons on Sunday evening at 8. So yeah, I will hopefully finish The Witcher as well this week, but we'll see at what point I do that. But I'm gonna go and get some reading done.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I promised an update before I go to bed. I look absolutely fucked. It's because I am. So it is now 1:15 in the morning, and I have finished Us by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, and I gave this one 4 stars. Again, it was quite similar to the Wild at Heart in the sense that, you know, it's the relationship continuing on, showing the ups and downs, not necessarily all the fun bits of, you know, getting into the relationship, you know, with the big argument at the end, showing the ups and downs. But I did really enjoy this one. It was good. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as Wild at Heart, but there are different things going on with the books for different representation and stuff. So again, with Wild at Heart, I enjoyed the relationship between Calla and Roy and that storyline. And in this one, there is, just be wary going into this, there are slurs for homophobia, but also racism as well. So just be careful of that going into it. But there is that whole thing going on in here. But I enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. It was good. Final book-ish, because we have book 2.5, which is the novella. You can see there is a bookmark in here. I did get to page 39 before my sprints ended, so I'm going to go up to bed now and finish this off so that it's done, and tomorrow I can try and just focus on A Vow So Bold and Deadly. So I'm going to go and get myself off to bed and finish this off. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so tired. So I will see you in a little bit. Hello team, it is Saturday and I am already on sprints with Chris. It's 20 past 11 and I've already DNF'd a book this morning. I'm a little bit sad about it, I'm not gonna lie, but honestly I just can't be bothered forcing myself through this book. I'm not enjoying it so far. It's A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer, which is the 3rd and final book in the Cursebreaker series, and I got to page 58. I've been reading it for the first 45-minute sprint that I've been on Chris's sprints for, and I'm not enjoying it. I couldn't fully remember what happened at the end of A Heart So Fierce and Broken. However, Bridget does a really good job of recapping what happened towards the end of that book, but without doing it, you know, like as a full-blown recap. So very cleverly done. Do appreciate that, because now I remember everything that happened. I just don't care. I really don't care. So I feel like Harper and Ren are not the characters we had in the first book. This is why I'm really sad, because A Curse So Dark and Lonely was my favourite book of 2019. A Heart So Fierce and Broken, I think I gave it, I either gave it 4 or 5 stars. I can't remember. Let's double check. And it's bizarre because now I start A Vow So Bold and Deadly and I've had some time, it's a long time, to sit on it with A Heart So Fierce and Broken. I don't think it deserves, I gave it 5 stars. It certainly doesn't deserve that. I think it should be down to like a 3, because I honestly didn't care for Liamara and I didn't have, I don't know, I just really missed Ren and Harper in that book. I love Grey, but I really missed Ren and Harper and I wasn't expecting the twists that came. And now I just don't care. So I'm going to DNF this. I don't know if it's a temporary DNF or a hard DNF. I don't know. I just don't care. And I'm already in a slump. And the last thing I want to do is encourage more slumping. So going to DNF this. It's done. Whatever. I did finish Epic last night, just to go back to this. I finished this last night and I gave it 4 stars. It was really good. Very cute story of Jamie and Wes. And it was fine. And then I think what I'm going to do, I could go back to The Witcher, but I don't really feel like I'm in the mood for fantasy today. So I might go back to this later, I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is either, I don't know. I think I'm going to pick up It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and Hook, Line and Sinker comes out very, very soon, which is the 2nd in this series. So I really want to read this one. I know it's starting a new series, but the sun's out today, and I don't know. I'm excited about my holiday, and I just kind of want to read a summer read. So we're going to read this instead. I'm not sorry in the slightest, and I mean, I could pick up this and continue on with the Wild series. But it's a physical read, and I'm not down for physically reading today. I do have the audiobook for It Happened One Summer, so I think I'm going to read this instead. On the back it says, Tessa Bailey is back with a Schitt's Creek inspired rom-com about Hollywood it girl who's cut off from her wealthy family and exiled to a small Pacific Northwest beach town where she butts head with a surely sexy local who thinks she doesn't belong. I'm here for it, so I think I'm going to binge this today and hopefully get through the lot. I'm very excited. I love Tessa Bailey's writing style. She really grips me, and I'm very excited, and I think this is going to be exactly what I need today. So I may go back to The Witcher later, we'll see. I might mix it up and switch between the two, I don't know. I do have the F1 qualifying at 3 o'clock. I have the shop drop at 1, so I need to make sure I've got my shit together to make sure I don't forget either of those things. But yeah, I think I'm going to listen to this, so let's go.
The next day.
Hello, it is Sunday. I am here to wrap this reading vlog up. I am pretty proud of what I've managed to achieve this week with my reading. I think I nailed almost everything. I went off course a little bit. I know that I said that I wanted to finish The Witcher this week, which I haven't done, but I did finish a different book instead. So this is everything that I finished this week. I didn't finish About So Bold and Deadly, but it's in there because I DNF'd it, so therefore I have finished the series. So I finished The Tea Dragon Tapestry by Kay O'Neill, and I gave this one 5 stars. This is the third and I think final book in the series, but if it's not the final book in the series, then I'm up to date, which is great news. Then I did finish Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, which is the second book in the Wild series, I assume. Simple Wild being the first one, and I gave this one 4 stars. Didn't like it as much as the first one, but I did still enjoy it, and I am looking forward to continuing on with the series. So I read that one, and these two will both complete my prompts for the Orilium Gear Up Magical Readathon. So this one completes the prompt for a animal familiar, which dragon, you know, it's as close as I was going to get with something that was smallish. So we're going to go for a dragon for my animal familiar. I do need to make some notes on this. And then I also went for the, what was the, let's double check. Okay, so this one gets me the quarterstaff, which is to read a book that's part of a quartet. Now, in this series, there is a novella, which normally would be like book 2.5, but as far as the series is concerned on Goodreads, this is book 3, and this one is book 4, so I see that as a quartet. So book 2 in a quartet gets me the quarterstaff, so I have completed my prompts for Orilium Gear Up, which is great news. I then went on to read Us and also Epic by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, and I gave both of these 4 stars, and I have now completed this series, which is another series down. And then I went on to complete my next series by reading About So Bold and Deadly, the final book in the Cursebreaker series. However, I got 59 pages in and I didn't want to continue. I was bored, I didn't care. So I have DNF'd this. I don't know if this is a soft DNF or a hard DNF. I'm not sure yet. Put it back on my shelves for the time being, but I reckon I'm probably just going to end up unhauling the series. But I DNF'd this, and then I decided to pick up It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, which starts the series. Hook, Line and Sinker comes out soon in the UK for us. And I gave this one 4 stars. I haven't run it through Corpile yet. I reckon it's going to be a low 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It was good. The premise of the story was great and I really enjoyed it. I think I just found the actual romance between these two a little bit too insta-lovey. I found the smut, Tessa Bailey does smut really, really well. However, what I found in this one, like Fix Her Up is one of my favourite books by Tessa Bailey. Window Shopping I really enjoyed. But what I found with this one was that Tools of Engagement as well is another one by Tessa Bailey that I really liked. Didn't like Love Her or Lose Her as much though, because it was a, you know, second chance romance. I do enjoy a second chance romance, but not in the way that it was done in Love Her or Lose Her. For some reason I just didn't get on with it as much. Still enjoyed it, I gave it 4 stars, but just not as much as Fix Her Up or Tools of Engagement. But with this one, I think I found in the smut scenes that there was too much talking going on, and I found it a little bit cringy, the talking that was going on. Like, it wasn't, you know, like, I don't know, it wasn't like the dirty talk that I envisage would happen during a sex scene. It just was a little bit cringe, and I don't know. But nonetheless, I did enjoy it. I am excited about Hook, Line and Sinker coming out very, very soon. I do want to read that one. I know that Becca said that she enjoyed Hook, Line and Sinker much more than she enjoyed this one, so that gives me hope. But I did give this one 4 stars. I reckon it will be a low 4-star once I've run it through Corpile properly. But nonetheless, 4 stars. So I managed to actually complete, including a DNF, which completes another series for me. I actually finished 3 series, I continued a series, and I started a new one. So I'm really happy with how it went for Final Book Support Group. The sprints went really, really well. There was some sprinting every single day, whether it was for the Magical Readathon or for Final Book Support Group, which is great. So I'm really happy about that as well. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how everything went. I hope that everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope that it helped everybody out a little bit, getting rid of some series off their shelves or TBR or whatever. I know that some people started new series, didn't finish any series, but did start some. They've been feeling a bit bad. Do not ever feel bad about that. The Final Book Support Group is here to support you through starting series, continuing series, and also finishing off series. The idea is that we just support each other getting through more series. I am such a pain at starting series and never finishing them. So this has really helped me out. I got through 3 series there. I continued with another one. Yes, I started one, but I probably started several less than I would have done this week. Like, I probably, if we weren't doing Final Book Support Group this week, I probably would have read Iron Widow instead, which is starting a series. I probably would have read The Bone Ships this week, which starts a series. So I would have started way more series than I actually did, which is great news. So I'm really happy with how it went. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope they had a great time. I had such a good time. I'm really excited. The Final Book Support Group will continue on with the path that it's on. We will continue to support each other, but the next one won't be until, well, Readathon won't be until May now. I'm hoping to do these every other month, so as not to overload people. So yeah, really excited. I hope everyone had a good time. Let me know in the comments down below if you took part. What did you read? Did you have a good time? Let me know if you have any suggestions going forward for the Final Book Support Group of things that you think that we could do differently, or, you know, work on or whatever. Again, let me know in the comments down below. Always wanting to expand this and make things more accessible and easier for people to deal with. It is 100% an entire community project. I just happen to be lucky enough to be the face of it. So I'm really excited. Chat to me in the comments down below, and if you don't want to chat to me but you want to let me know you're here, leave me a camping emoji, you know, camping, because it's the Final Book Support Group. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.